What's your name, fat body?
Well, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister. What's your name, scumbag?
Have a little fight, baby. Have a little fight.
Hello, folks. It's the Anonymous Patriot.
And his little buddy 9.
And we're back with another World of Tanks video for you. Remember, guys, if you like this video or any of the other videos on our channel, to give it a thumbs up and a share on the social media of your choice, as it really helps out the channel.
Do it! Do it! You know you want to. It's easy. Just hit the like button down below, then share it using the share button over here.
Every little bit helps, guys, and helps 9 and I get closer to buying that new computer so we can bring you higher quality World of Tanks videos.
You're damn right, brother. So what have we got for the peeps today?
Well, little buddy, I had to go digging for content this time. I'm not quite good enough to have those great big metal matches to be able to post them on a consistent basis. So I went to WOTreplays.com and dug up a good match of a tank that I have in my garage already, and I have yet to feature it in a video. I found one from Kapetan Dzoni from the EU server driving his IS-8. I don't know how he has his tank loaded out, but I am assuming that he has all of his modules researched, judging from the 2 marks of excellence which appear on his gun barrel.
I like that screen name, Kapetan. You be calling me Kapetan 9 from now on, maggot. Anyhow, this is the IS-8 in your garage, right?
That's right, little buddy. I wanted to use garage footage of the IS-8, and since I have one in my garage that I've been playing from time to time, I figured I would use a clip from my own garage for this video. I don't have the IS-8 fully researched, but from the gameplay we are going to show our viewers, I am assuming that Kapetan Dzoni does, which means he has the top gun on the IS-8.
I have heard a lot of people say that the IS-8 kinda sucks, man. That it's more like a heavy medium tank than a true heavy tank.
They wouldn't be too wrong about that, 9. If you play it like a regular heavy tank, as you would say the E-75, you're going to be very disappointed in the IS-8. I know I was at first trying to play the IS-8 the same way I played the IS-3. Then I listened to some of the people in general chat and watched some videos on YouTube about the IS-8, and I realized that I was playing the tank completely wrong. At the time, I didn't really have much of an idea how to play a medium tank, but spending so much time in the M4 has given me some insight on how to play the IS-8 more like a medium tank. It still has that terrible Russian gun depression, though, that almost all Russian tanks are known for.
Russian gun depression can be cured with enough strong vodka.
9, that has to be about the worst Russian accent I have ever heard.
Hey! At least I give it a shot.
Well, you did do that, little buddy.
Okay, dumb shit. Let's get this battle started before I slap you so hard people 200 years from now will still be saying, yeah.
Okay, little buddy, do your thing.
Don't fuck with me again, pile. Okay, on that field, niggers. This is a tier 10 battle that takes place on the T.A.P map. XVM is giving the Kapetan's team a 61 win chance on this battle. Holy shit. I love that name though. Kapetan. Anyhow, our team has the enemy team outnumbered in heavy tanks by 5-2, but the enemy has us outnumbered in medium tanks 6-3. We have them outnumbered in light tanks 5-4, and the only tank destroyer is on their team with the Ram Borsig Tier 8 German TD. Our team only has 2 artillery while their team has 3 of them. The skill level of the team seems a bit lopsided in our team's favor, though. Yeah, typical wargaming matchmaking. The entire team is made up of green and yellow ranked players, with the exception of the lone orange player driving the WZ-131. The enemy team has a few green and yellow ranked players, but the majority of them are orange players, and even some of them aren't even as good as you, man. The Patriot driver has more games than you do, and his WN8 is less than yours. The enemy team is also inflicted with a red player with about 1,000 games and a WN8 of 157. Holy shit, I feel sorry for this guy. He's not going to do anything in this battle. Okay, brother. Anything you want to add here?
Well, thanks for asking, Nine.
You're welcome.
I just want to add, I figured out how to cut back on some of the choppiness in the video, like we have been seeing in prior videos. But I have to sacrifice some of the graphics quality to do it. Before, I was running fraps to record on full-size HD mode, and I tried to run it on half-size mode with this video, and the replay came out a lot smoother. There are still a couple of choppy parts, but nothing like before.
Well, that's good, man, because seriously, that frame rate, when it does that, makes my eyes bleed, for fuck's sake. Okay, let's do some tanking, kids.
Okay, Nine, we're starting on the south base of the Abbey map. This is Kapetan in his IS-8.
I fucking love that name, Kapetan. I think I'm gonna make a World of Tanks screen name, Kapetan 9.
Yeah, I know you love that, Nine.
I'm gonna rip your balls off so you cannot contaminate the rest of the world!
He said it.
Alright, Kapetan turns and he goes west on the Abbey map. He's gonna... Looks like he's going to go up the west road. He's being followed by a couple of medium tanks. And most of the heavies are headed up Heavy Tank Road on the water.
Well, at least the whole team didn't do a complete one-flank fail of Heavy Tank Road.
Medium tanks and the light tanks getting out in front of Kapetan.
Oh, they took their brave pills.
Somebody post some battle chat. Help on the water, please. It's funny what he says to him. He tells him, you can do the sea dance.
Dance, motherfuckers, dance.
He takes it wide on this corner, and I'm not sure why he does that. Oh, he gets side swiped by the T-62A. I think he was considering shooting him at this point.
Some of these idiots need to learn how to drown.
The light tank ain't spotting nobody up there on top, so he heads up that way. Scouter report says that there's a heavy tank on Heavy Tank Road and a couple of mediums and lights in the Abbey. That's not unusual.
It's not unusual for them to camp up there once they've won it either.
No shot on that light tank.
You're nothing but unorganized, slabastic pieces of amphibian shit!
That was a 336 point kill.
Well, time for him to go back to the garage.
Ooh, he hit that one for 472. And he has been spotted, so he switches position into a more artillery safe area.
Yeah, 'cause you know that fucking Skycatcher is watching, man.
Oh, look at there. There's a Ramborsig. Ah, he tracked him. And somebody else takes him
I
out.
love that paper-thin armor on German TVs.
Now this is a really good position up here to snipe across the map. However, on the North American server cluster, we don't see this very often because a lot of the heavy tanks and everything go up right up here to fight it out. But as you can see from the scouter report, there's a large group of enemy tanks coming down Heavy Tank Road. It has fallen. All those tanks that went over there, they're all dead.
I'm surprised that the Kleenex crew isn't crying in battle chat about the camping tanks up on the hill.
And Kapetan knows he's going to have to defend the base. But he doesn't rush up to the base to mess around with it because he just doesn't have the gun depression to look over the lip of the hill.
He hasn't drank enough struck.
You had best not fuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and check down your neck!
That was a shot for 453, and he bounced the return shot from the AMX-CDC. There's a shot for 440.
Holy shit! Kapetan's got a pretty fast reload on this gun.
That one was for 464. He's been spotted again, but he doesn't move. He doesn't really need to. That was a kill shot to finish that one off for 97 in damage. The score is 6-7.
Oh, look at this bitch trying to be sneaky.
He hit that T-62A for 425 in damage.
Well, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister.
That was 325 in damage for the kill shot. Score is 7-9. Our base is being captured, but he doesn't seem real worried about it at this point.
You had best not fuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and check down your neck!
He got spotted by that Centurion and he got a shot into him. Just took a shot in his tracks from the T-37.
It's surprising how long this little tomato has lasted.
Pulls forward because he knows the Centurion's still over here. That was a shot for 483. El Capitan's got over 3,500 damage already. The score is 8-10.
Man, he's just racking it up.
And they got a couple of tanks hanging around their base. One of them's the Tier 10 IS-7.
The IS-7's a really dangerous tank, though.
He takes a slide down the hill. He does it smart. He stops before he goes down so his momentum doesn't break his tracks. Ooh, artillery wants him dead. That was a close one. That took a little bit off him and splash damage.
RNGs is teasing the enemy artillery.
And Kapetan comes up over the hill.
You had best not fuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and check down your neck!
He must have really good camel rating on his crew. Ooh, and he finishes the T-75, the T-37 off on the run.
I'm really surprised that kind of
I'm gonna rip your balls off!
And he locks on. And somebody destroys that one before he gets a chance to fire at him. But he doesn't waste a shot, so he's already reloaded. And we know that IS-7's over here someplace.
It's an evil looking IS-7.
What the hell, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister. Move it, move it, move it!
That was a kill shot on the IS-7 for 356. Ooh, artillery almost got him again. That's another bit of splash damage on him.
Man, Artie's got a real super hard-on for Kapetan.
And the score is 11-13. The only ones left are Kapetan and his IS-8 and Death Hug and his STB-1. Oh, battle chat, so fun. He says others are noobs.
You fat, slimy scumbag! You piece of shit!
Unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and chip down your neck!
And he uses his repair kit to fix his ammo rack. E-75 got a shot in on him. Here's the artillery again. They really want him dead. He's got 5 kills. They know it, so they want him dead. This is a good bit of teamwork right here. I'm going to go ahead and pause right now. This is a good bit of teamwork right here because the only ones left are Kapetan Dzoni in his IS-8 and Death Hug in his STD-1. And they are working together to finish off the last of these guys. They do a little communication, and pretty soon Kapitan is going to invite Death Hug to a platoon so that they can both get the Brothers in Arms medal.
Hey, that's a pretty smart idea, brother.
That they got the crucial contribution medal on top of that, I'm sure was a big surprise to Kapitan.
Oh, great! Thanks for the spoiler, man.
So let's go ahead and start again. Well, Kapitan's using the IS-8's speed because it is a pretty fast for a heavy tank. A little choppiness right there, but that's okay. It's about the only spot in the video it's like that. Kapitan is using his speed to get up and around whoever's up here. They know that the Object 140 is still up here. There he is right there. And Death Hug had already finished off the E-75. And that was the Top Gun medal for Kapitan right there. Artillery's the only ones left.
It's time to go hunt some party ass.
Kapitan tells him to accept the platoon invitation. And they've created a dynamic platoon. So now they'll both get the Brothers in Arms medal. That's kind of a slick way to get that one. I gotta remember that one, Nine.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna let you forget that one.
STB-1's got out there pretty far ahead of him. He's headed up for the enemy base. Kapitan's climbing the hill here. I think he's going to use the overlook here to see if he can get some shots on that artillery. And the one artillery pops up and it's immediately killed by the STB-1. And there's the second one. He took one hit from Death Hug. And before he can fire, that one just kind of went over the front deck. And that's all she wrote, Nine.
Man, that was a really good match. I learned a couple of things from that.
I'll tell you what, little buddy. That was a pretty smooth move there with that. Creating the dynamic platoon right there at the end.
Like I said, don't think that I'm going to let you forget that one, pile.
Yep, I'm going to have to remember that one, Nine.
Well, shit, man. That was a whole lot better than some of your other videos. We will have to do that from now on until we get that new computer, dude.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the improvement on the frame rate in the video, though the graphic quality is a little bit less than the other ones. And you can't really read the text or anything.
Who gives a fuck about Battle Chat anyhow? Not to worry though, brother. When we get that new PC, this will all be like a bad dream.
I know that's right, Nine. Anyhow, Kapetan Dzoni got 47,755 credits and 1,310 experience in this battle. He picked up the Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker on the IS-8 too. He got his Fire for Effect ribbon, the Duelist ribbon, and the Bruiser token.
He got the Brothers in Arms medal for taking advantage of the dynamic platoon feature at the right time during this battle. Although I have to say I would have been much more impressed if he had gotten this medal by platooning with the STB-1 to start off with.
Hey, you gotta give the guy props for thinking quick though, brother.
Yeah, it was a pretty slick move though, Nine. I will have to remember that one. Kapetan also picked up the high caliber and Top Gun medals, and with his dynamic platoon created when it was, each of them securing 6 kills, they also picked up the crucial contribution medal, which means they had to kill 12 of the enemy team between them. That's a pretty hard feat when just starting off in a normal platoon because the pressure is really on. Okay, little buddy, do the team scores.
You got it, man. Okay, folks, Kapetan Dzoni, oh god, I love that name, Kapetan, and his platoon partner at the end of the game right there were the only ones to drive away from this battle. Kapetan got 6 kills for 4,693 in damage. That's just completely epic, earning him not only the Top Gun medal, but the high caliber medal too. The STB-1 driver, that's Death Hug, didn't do too bad for himself either, getting a Top Gun medal for his 6 kills and 3,871 in damage. What really surprises me though is that the E-100 didn't get any damage at all and got killed in the process. Talk about a massive credit loss. I would hate to have to see his after-battle report. On the enemy team, the Object 140 Russian medium tank had the best game on their team with 4 kills and 2,801 in damage, which is a little over half of what El Kapetan did in this IS-8. Did I just say El Kapetan? Kapetan, I love that name. The rest of their team, well, they didn't do so much. Their top-tier heavy tank, the IS-7, got 3 kills for 1,883 in damage, but I'm pretty sure he didn't cover his hit points and damage. As I thought, the red rank player in the T-37 didn't do anything, ending up being killed, having done no damage. He did manage to survive for quite a while, though. Well, at least until Kapetan put him out of his misery. Okay, brother, do the final results so we can bail the fuck out of here. I got a date with Barbie doll, man.
Yeah, don't want you to miss that, little buddy. Though, I never did ask you, what happened to Ken?
I beat his little plastic ass, then took his woman, and stuffed his pansy liberal ass into a wood chipper.
Shit, man, that's pretty gangsta. Anyhow, Kapetan fired 16 shots during this battle, 14 of which hit the target, but only 13 penetrations, for a total damage score of 4,693, and 1,398 of that was from a distance greater than 300 meters. He took 5 hits during the battle, but only 3 of those were penetrations, and he was splash damaged by artillery twice. Kapetan got 1,202 in assisted damage, traveling a total of 3.54 kilometers during this battle. He got a base credit gain of 47,755, but after a repair cost of 12,125 and an ammo resupply cost of 17,040 credits, ending up with a credit gain of 18,590 for this battle. I need to point out at this time right now that he did not fire 1 round of APCR. He fired standard ammo piercing ammunition the entire match, which is really cool and shows his level of experience. He got a base experience of 1,310 and 65 in free experience.
Okay, man. We all done, right?
Yep, little buddy, that about does it for this video.
Good. I'm fucking out of here, man.
I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you!
Pull! Pull, pile, pull! Who's the slimy little son of a shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant?
Are you about to call me an asshole?
Move it! Move it! Move it!
You fat, slimy scumbag, you piece of shit!